I don't know almost anything about this game, so don't come at me. I simply know that people are talking about it, and it's on Game Pass, so I might as well take a look-see at it. We're really loading forever, huh? I guess we're settling in for a cutscene. What's this, a fucking movie?
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S.
1993, huh? Wow, those fucking reflection maps. Those are some fucking reflections, oh my god. Oh, my steps stick down, okay. Going outside counts as steppers, understood. Okay. We have pipes, so these are presumably braziers. Huh. Weird little area. Huh. I feel like mountains aren't supposed to look like that. Sconces. Torches. Oh. Oh. Oh, there's... Yeah, there's a lot of rooms. I don't know what any of this means. I mean, the game runs very smooth. It's rare to have a walking sim where you're able to haul ass. I'm locked in here, I see. Big mist or riven energy. Oh fuck, what is it? The fucking code that's in all the fucking ImSim games. Well, I tried. Worth the attempt. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the Blueprint menu tab. It can be accessed after picking up the blueprint in the entrance hall. Open only in the event of my death. Welcome to Mount Holly, you may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as they did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you're fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few common rules of this commission, a few ground rules of this commission, covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and do not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice: do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even if I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door, your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and best wishes. Alright. Mount Holly Blueprints. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. There we have it. So we have between there and there 44 steps. Okay. I see. This is how it's a deck builder. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked. This seems like a perfectly fine place to have a store. I have money now? I have a key? I have a gemstone. Her. Okay. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad of scrap paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Okay. Let's say. I can't make it out. Looks like some color coding, though. Okay, this would give us a little bit more distance. A den? Gives us a gem and opens 3 doors. Not bad. I don't know what the gems mean. Huh. Finished. Oh, weird. It's gonna be recursive. I mean, I guess this is fine. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we've just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough. So I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from that order and leave it in the pantry. Security. Oh, we're cutscening again. It's just not a flattering face. The art style is good for everything else, but I don't think it makes a flattering human. Also, who dresses this kid? They're kind of spiffy, but they look like they're walking out of a steampunk, you know? Oh my god, the fucking hat and everything. Holy shit. So these are all our rooms that we're going to get to go to? Okay. Blue memos equal true. Red memos equal lies. Unless written... Unless written of hand? Okay, so that one that I saw that said that the one area is always locked is fucking bullshit. Understood. We're gonna Mount Holly security. View estate inventory. 0 fruit, 0 gems, 0 keys, 0 coins. Okay. Keycard system. Security doors are within the estate. They can only be unlocked with the electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Medium and locked. Security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with low setting, 5 to 6 with high. This mode determines the default settings of the security doors, set if power is lost during a blackout. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working in the estate. No idea. Okay. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. False. Okay. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Got it. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals of the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babish. Terminal password, I cannot read this clearly enough. Fair enough. Okay, so I can't interact with anything other than the actual device. No buttons, no keyboard. Okay. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it has been quite a while since we had been in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rivals to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned the rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different color. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included in this letter and tell you the details you'll need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. So one's true, one's false, but possibly 2 could be false or true, respectively. The black box is not empty. This is the black box. This is the black box. Well, that's not true. And neither is that. So... and look at that. Gemeralds, baby. Bedroom gain 2, but it loops around and becomes recursive. They're all going to become recursive. Okay, so we're locked out of this side of the house. That sucks. Observatory.
Cool. There we go.
Hello, welcome back.
I appreciate.
Spin. Fixed Stars, The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Ben Aries Bird and Sons Publishing, 1809. The book contains the complete starbase, a list of constellations, and observed effect that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of these stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joys of stargazing. North Star is +1 gold. The twins, the 2 trunks, have been added to the entrance hall. 3 steps for the slice. Diamondus Minor is a gem. Southern Cross is rooms with 4 doors or more common. Farmer's Apple. Apples are extra delicious. Clavis the Key. It's an extra key. Diamondus Major is 4 gems. Or 5 gems, sorry. Draxus the Dead. Dead end rooms are more common. The Sale. Everything is 50% off. Florealis Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain more special flowers today. Huh.
Do I read? Or do I doodle?
Have you done one more than the other lately?
No, I haven't done either of them at all.
Well, are you feeling more creative, or are you feeling more in need of a relaxation moment?
Maybe I'll doodle.
Doodling's good.
And then I'll doodle tomorrow, and then I'll read on Sunday.
Sounds good.
Or read Sunday morning. And then...
The North Star, gain 1 money. Great, thank you.
It's warm enough that I had to take all of, like, my big fuzzy blankets off my bed.
It's gonna be getting warm.
I'm so excited.
While I was out walking, I realized I still had Marilyn Manson's album High End of Low on my phone. Huh. Why'd I walk in
Is
here?
that a problem?
I'm stupid. Oh, this game seems nice or niche. I'm not sure how you're trying to say that there, but this game is very interesting. Nice. Yeah. I'm intrigued. Commissary items for sale. I do have currency. Can't be bothered to spell properly. I mean, that's fair. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December. Payroll for all live... Okay, we've been here before. We've said this. With... card... without... car. D? Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. Annual maid sale, 2 days only. All items up to 50% off. Day 20 and 21. I don't know what any of this means. Man, like... No D? True.
No head.
Kitchen. Also requires gem. Well, this is our last gem. I mean, I guess we could buy another gem if needed. Oh. Oh. We can buy food. Gotcha. These increase our steps. Add morning room to the draft pool. It really is a fucking deck builder. I didn't believe it, but it really is a fucking deck builder. It's just the deck is your house. Use a key. Chapel, lose money when enter bedroom game, but that does have 2 doors. I feel like this is a game that I definitely should take advantage of the take notes section, but I am not going to and will regret it. I do not have any gems, so I'm only going to get a toilet out of this, which sucks. And they are going to take my money when I go into that fucking chapel again. And there's nothing in here. This room actually sucks. People gotta piss somewhere? I guess. I'm gonna get dead-ended, aren't I? Because I don't have a gem. Oh, and it makes you pick once you're drafting. You can't back out. All right, so that's gonna be our killer. That sucks. Oh, you can just shut off the keycard system. Okay. Cabinet? Okay, well, not bad. Got like 4 rows from the ends. I'll take it. Tomorrow you will awake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory have been reset. That's fine. Mount Holly west-facing cottage. West wing favored, 18 rooms, rank reached 5, steps taken 32. Okay. I don't know how long I'm going to play this for, just because it seems really weirdly specific. But I just wanted to take a look at it because I was curious.
I mean, what is it even about?
A pseudo-distant relative has died and bequeathed his manor to me, as well as all money and things.
Oh.
But I have to find the 46th room of his 45-room house.
This just sounds like, that book. Almost.
Searching the estate can be exhausting.
House of
Each
Leaves.
time you enter a room, you will lose 1 step. When you no longer have any step, you'll be too tired to continue. Let's call it a day. That makes sense. The house is shifting. It is a roguelike in that every time you rest, the house shifts around you. Okay, so early den. That's really nice. That provides 2 directions and a gem. We know how gems work now. Okay. 2 items off a closet seems nice, so I'm gonna take it. Key? It didn't tell me what that item was. It just gave me a die. The fuck is that? Oh, dies allow you to redraw floor plans. Okay. Okay. That's fine. I can take it. Let's take a breaker box. Because I like the idea of turning off keycard entry system. I haven't run into one yet, but still. We'll turn on power to garage. I've not found a garage, but I imagine having power to your room is a good idea. I can literally only speculate. Oh, I hate this. I do like an observatory. Storeroom's nice, but I do like an observatory. The twins, a pair of chests has been added to the entrance hall. I'm not loving using up all these steps so early, but yeah, sure, why not? A key. A silver key. Unlocking a door with a silver key leads to a room with many doors. Okay. And a gem. You also gonna need a key? But I don't have one. Okay. Okay. Pantry, nursery, lavatory. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. I'll take the money for now. Orange replenishes your steps also. Okay. Ooh. Weird. Okay, hallway, I guess. Right, that's a lie. 'Cause it's written on red. Chapel. Don't love that it's going to be taking my money, but that's fine. You do what you can. West Wing
I'm assuming
Hall.
it's like a weird indie game.
Yeah. It's very artsy. Nook. Okay. I'll take a Nook because it will give me a key. And if I take a key, I can go and open up that other chest. Fucking church taking my money.
Always.
Unlock. What do we got? Another key? The key to the secret garden. Finding it won't be easy. Huh. So this game just kind of doesn't explain anything to you. You have to find your details. Courtyard.
It's literally the House of Leaves.
Amber? Can shatter padlocks on trunks. Okay, so any chests I find in the future I can hammer now. I'm guessing this is a locked door because it looks different visibly. No, it's not. Okay. But they are all going to be dead ends. So we'll take a guest bedroom for 10 extra steps. Petition to smash a window. If I could, I would. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait. Always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Okay. So there's going to be a weird dart game. Got it. Electronic keycard opens electrically powered security doors. Okay. That's ominous. They did mention that in security. Boudoir, parlor, storeroom. We haven't boudoir yet. Let's try that. Christmas. Picture of a safe that's being unwrapped. Picture of this safe that's being unwrapped. They got it on Christmas, so 12/25. And that works. You guys need better security. It's a terrible way to set your shit up. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marion's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but I am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name, nor a fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifice as she did. But for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause that she fortified forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. To deny her story is to deny her life. It is through your silence you bless this betrayal. Our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming for Christmas this year. Daniel.
Wow, rude.
I don't know. That seemed like it was deeply personal. That would loop back in. We're going to just do corridor. We're kind of pigeonholing ourselves here, but we don't really have many other options at this time. Fuck, they just all loop in on themselves. God damn it. So that's going to kill us again. Redraw the floor plan. Dark room. Cannot see floor plans while drafting this room. Okay. Lights went out. We have a security door. And it says we can't see plans, so I'm going to assume that's going to fuck up our ability to draft new rooms. I want to see if I can go turn the lights back on. It's going to cost me a bunch of steps, but it's for science. Dark room did get flicked off. Look at that. Ooh, yeah, I did turn off the entry card system also. I guess I should probably have that turned on. If there is a security card. I guess that doesn't stop them from showing up. It probably just stops you from using them. I don't know why, like, I feel like this game isn't going to go in the direction where something's going to just suddenly come out and try and kill me. But I've been gaslit by so many fucking video games that I'm just, like, assuming that's going to happen now.
You've been traumatized.
Oh, fuck, okay. We have a dining room that opens up 2 more rooms. And when you hit rank 8, we'll give you food. I am at 5. Okay. I wouldn't say traumatized. It's more so like you just become expectant that games like this are going to take like a really weird twist. And this one seems to be very earnest in what it is. It's locked. It's also locked. Silver key.
Hello, Bean.
Opens up to security.
Oh my goodness!
The archives. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Great Hall, 7 locked doors. Seven locked doors sounds good, but I don't have 7 lock keys, so.
I mean, was that your belly? That didn't sound good. You okay? You okay, baby?
Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she's discovered on Thursday that her picture book, A Swim Bird, has been chosen for the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye. Even before her literary success, the niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary has been using Marigold as a pen name to free her from her political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. I see. Swimbird author never considered herself a success by Gail Hermes, staff writer. She confided, my son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. So as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there. I looked into some stuff about Lord of the Rings because I've never actually really read through them, despite their note to literature. And apparently one of the reasons why Tolkien started writing down the Lord of the Rings story is because he would read it out to his, or he would rather recite it to his children. And whenever he would recite it, he would, like, make an error in what the color of, like, a door was or something like that. And his son would always just be like, well, last week you said it was this color. And so he started writing it down so the kid would stop correcting him. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by many pundits that viewed the book as rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trisdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed the authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also called themselves the Children of Blackwater. Huffington Post was quick to dismiss these rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charge were dropped later. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Huffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer that distanced themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function was seen at the corner of suspicious bag waved down a local bar. This is the 3rd major bar last year. Is anticipated a charge by the Crown. Okay, so it's like getting cut off here. No trace is discovered of Sinca Eris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories were written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 Friday getting into a carriage after late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room. Miss Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's out-of-character incident. At this point, we are seeking information. Wow, this keeps fucking going. Holy shit. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fenares have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum's grand dredging clues. The museum authorities said that they were alerted to the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall, brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. by the time the militia arrived on scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Ares, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to historic value. If the rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated.
Question.
Yes.
If you had to pick a name other than the name you have now, like you're like, hey, you have to go in and change your name, what would you pick?
That's a tough one. There's a lot of different names that I've considered over the past, none of which I've ever come to a conclusive decision on, mostly because I feel that they're oftentimes colored by the fact that I would presumably pick something that is a little stupid, if I'm being honest.
I mean, mine is really dumb, but if I could, I would change it now.
Why?
I don't know. Like if I had to. Like, if someone's like, you gotta change your name, I'd be like, bitch, I got you. I would change my name to Magnolia.
Okay. That's up there.
Magnolia. And if you had to
Blue
change your
box is
last, like, if
empty.
I had to change my last name, it would be like Magnolia Greymore or something stupid. I want to sound like I'm from,
This
like...
is the blue box. True.
Ye old times.
The blue box is true. The blue box is empty. I mean, this is the blue box. It did happen to be true. Yeah, no, I've thought of this a few times. Some of these I've utilized for like creations in the past. Other times it's just simply a thought.
You have to give me a sample.
I mean, some of them are names I've utilized for characters and things that we've
Tyrion?
used. That's not one I would use in real life. I think.
You gotta give me examples. You can't just be like, oh, I've used them because like, we have
that's
so
the
many.
thing is like well, that's the problem is there's a ton. Sleep mask.
Give me 3 random examples.
I don't want to.
Oh my god.
Picture? Okay. But I'm also of the mind where I'm like, I don't think there's worth in me changing my name.
Well, yeah, but it's just like a fun little curiosity.
Oh, I can use the keycard multiple times. Fuck. That's okay, that's way better than I thought it was. Workshop sounds cool. I think part of it is that, unfortunately to me, real names are real names that humans have gone by for centuries. There's history behind it, and you know, like there's culture behind it, and so for me, like a big part of it is like I feel like it would be weird for me to ever actually pick any of those names. Or
yes, but
or the other thing is that they would sound too like they don't. I don't.
What
like,
are the examples?
No, but that's my point. Is I don't think of like normal human names usually as ones that I would pick.
Yeah, Magnolia isn't a normal
Magnolia is a
name.
name that people have given their children.
Like it's just for tee-hee fun, but if you're that uncomfortable, don't worry about it.
It's not that I'm that uncomfortable, it's that I'm not good at doing that sort of, like, hypothetical because of the way that my brain
You
works.
said you had, like, ones, like, that you thought of. That's what I'm asking, like,
yeah,
names
but
that
it's
you've
all
thought
gonna
in the
be
past,
me being like, yeah, what if I pick this name of, like, a fucking edgelord demon? Like...
Yeah, I want to know what that is!
Oh, fuck off, man. Okay, put the key in the lock. Oh, it actually just straight takes you there. Well, I wish I knew this prior. I could get so many steps if I could just stand up. Can we get the oranges? That was what I was trying to figure out. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the left-hand antechamber door is open. God, the music in this game is fantastic. Do we have a sleep mask? Yeah, but we don't have, like, a bedroom nearby. It would be foolish. Foolishness not to. Well, that does count as 2 bedrooms, but that does cut us off at the hip. We would need to get, like, 3 straight passes up. That sucks, man. I really want to see what's in the garage, and it does give keys. Nothing? Really? Oh shit, can we get outside? We sure can. We might tire ourselves out before we could even get to the antechamber at this point. Can we use the ladder? We haven't been able to interact with anything like that. So my assumption is no. This is like music that I'm going to send to Rachel to be like, you can use this as background music in D&D. This is very nice, calm, passive music. Oh, fuck, what? What in the fuck are you? Metal detector. Greater chance of finding keys and money. Lockpick. Will occasionally be able to unlock normal doors. Okay. Oh, and this loops around. Oh! Okay, big get. The west gate has been permanently unlocked. Permanent changes do not reset each day. Huh. So we get an extra room now. We have access to the shed area now, yeah. Just from the get-go. Oh. It's on the outside of the wall, too. Huh. You're telling me the character couldn't reach into the big fucking hole and unlock the gate? Listen, logic in these type of games is not something that you should be concerning yourself with. Oh, fuck, they're gonna really do this to me? You bitch! You fuck! I got an antechamber door open and you lock me out with a goddamn shitter? That sucks, man. We got so far. We were so close. We did so many things. We were there. I mean, I guess we made progress. Progress is progress. Call it a day. Mount Holly west-facing villa. Once again, we're west-facing. I wonder if you'd like Hell as Others. What is this? It sounds familiar. I feel like I've seen that game and put it on a list and forgotten about it. Oh, birds. Oh, goodbye, birds. Hovel. Special floor plans now cost feet instead of gem. I mean, that's not bad. Horror roguelite extraction shooter. Maybe. Notice of termination. Dear Mr. Ravin, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as the groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green room in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. Does it? You're required to vacate the hovel by 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Anne Babbage. Seen that name pop up a lot. This is a fucking hovel. Holy shit. 45292. Coincidence? Where's room 46? Tested my full house theory, no luck, as expected. Antechamber, 2 wings, 2 starting rooms. Antechamber sealed, 9 ranks. I want to know why these are in colors. I saw those colors previously on one of the other pieces. Nobody was sleeping in an area like this in the 1990s of our Earth. like in a quasi-American, not American at the same time, because they're talking about fucking nobility, but nobody has British accents or anything. There is no way to cross over there. Okay. So we're in a fictional land that is using real world dates. I understand this. It's like Disco Elysium. You see the date and it means nothing. That takes a lot of steps to get an extra room. That chews through steps. Early den, always appreciated. Just a good solid room. A nook, I'll take it. Key is always nice. A bedroom that's a bit recursive. Or a guest bedroom for 10. I'll take the guest bedroom. Okay. Magnifying glass, inspect documents of the estate more closely. Alright. I'll actually need to make an effort to try to read things. Oh, fuck. Here we go. Blue is addition. Yellow subtraction. Pink is multiplication. Purple is division. Goes by order of operations. Billiard puzzle notes. Sinclair has many secret that he will take to his grave. Antechamber appears to be sealed by all four sides. Must be a way to open. And that ties into the thing that's in the hovel. Yep, I should really be using screenshots and taking notes. But I'll worry about that another time, whether I come back to this or not. The numbers were coordinates on a grid system? Very well could be. Ew, why does it format like that? You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. It is eating steps now. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. Well, we know this. That will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Okay. $45 2 9 2. Yeah, I mean, we could do the math on that probably, but yeah. Meh. Hmm. Like I said, I'll worry about it more if I actually continue to play in the future. I am very intrigued with the fact that, like, progression is tied to complete RNG. And it's like RNG across a fucking grid spectrum is insane. I feel like just going over it with a magnifying glass isn't going to do anything for most of it. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. This is important as a distinction because red notices are lies, as per the security room. Huh. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. And so he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad. A story he read in the bath and the bed. Maybe you can guess with the clues that we've said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Lucky Rabbit's Foot, greater chance of finding items. Huh. Child book about red and true things. Red being the lying letters. That's a fuckload of money. What am I even going to do with this? Observatory. Laughs in chapel. +3 steps. Cool. Okay. Well, just kind of paid for yourself. Kitchen, pantry, storeroom. Oof. We're getting, like, locked in on this. It's all the money in the world, and, like, nothing do you ever even utilize. Courtyard. I'll take it. I mean, hey, Laughs in Chapel is not an incorrect statement. It is right there. Hammer. Bedroom. Greetings from Reddington. Another portrait of a person. That is the symbol we saw earlier. Patio. Okay. Spread gems in each green room. I'm sorry, is this a fucking pipe bomb? A large battery pack provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. Sure, man. Occasionally, you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms in the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. I have been noticing those. I wonder if it retroactively applies gems. Yeah, it sure does. Of which I'm not sure what I'm even going to do with it this time. Because now things are utilizing steps. Security, hallway, parlor. Oh, wow, that shows me moving around, huh? I didn't expect that, I'll be honest. I thought it was going to be a static image. Okay, well right now, we're wanting to set our security to low. And we'll unlock. Passageway. That's a lot of steps to eat up, though. But it is our only way out. Well, we get another garage. Furnace is more likely to draw red rooms. I'll take a garage. It's steps, which sucks, but it is keys. We are kind of hurting for steps today. Let's do a spare room to get some distance. So we're not collapsing in on ourselves. Hallway? Hallway could... hallway weird. Commissary weird also, I'm not gonna lie. Parlor go up. I do like the heading in the correct direction at the very least. Keys. A spare set of car keys? Oh, am I gonna waste steps going back to the car out of curiosity? Like sheer morbid curiosity? This box is black. That is true. The gems are in a true box. Possibly true. This box is blue. Hey, buddy. Hold on. Let's go back for a minute here. Only one box is a prize within, the other two are always empty. Okay, well, if they're both true... I'm gonna go with the middle. To defeat the gambit. I am correct. My logic is flawless. I cannot be defeated. Oh! Oh! Upgrade disc. Insert into one of the estate terminals to permanently upgrade a floor plan. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today. But you never know when the car will. Okay, so we're doing shady deals? Believe Denny already has payment ready? Okay. We're doing shady deals from the expensive car of a rich man. Sure, man. Okay, well, I gotta burn a couple steps going back to security because that's just a passive upgrade. What are we upgrading, I guess? Upgrades the storeroom. Okay, that's just nice. Oh, you get to pick. Oh. 2 keys, 2 gems, or money. Honestly, I kind of want to go with the money because, well, the gems and everything is good. This would allow me to possibly purchase more things. Money can be used for goods and services. It has been upgraded. Is that just going to be for this run, though? Or is that forever? Because forever is really good. We do have a good couple of keys that we can throw at this. Boiler room. Hello. You're new. This is a little different than I was anticipating. I can't even go to the other door. That's unexpected. Okay, so we're generating energy. We're boiling. I don't know what this means. I can't see anything up there. This might as well mean nothing to me, man. We've got one thing generating power, at least, I guess. And I'm guessing I have to be up there to trigger the other one? Oh, no. No, that will do it. Okay. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Okay. This is fine. I'll pretend like I understand. Do I need to be on that side to lower the grating? I'm guessing so, probably, but then how does one get up there? It's like the first actual ass puzzle. Huh. Oh, that's like an elevator. Okay. So if we redirect it here... But that's not enough. Would I need access to that one to trigger that for some reason? And this one's blocked off, so I can't do anything with it. Only our character knew how to jump, true. Okay, so it's only up and down. This one is not like the other things that we were able to adjust. Okay, that's enough for us to move this one. Dude, what the fuck, man? Oh my god, like, are you kidding? You prick. What a strange thing this is. What a strange set of puzzles. You know what? That fucking works. That's close enough. I'll take it. So that should pump energy to that. Oh, fuck. What? Oh my god. Okay. There's way more little knobs and handles in places that you don't anticipate them to be. Huh. Okay. Oh, what in the hell? Hmm. So that's enough for that door. But what about this thing? Okay. I have no idea what this thing even means. Man. I stumbled onto a very specific kind of puzzle. Okay, we've got 2 out of 3. So that's a nub. Gotta remember I have doors in here. We had the one that was here. Is there another one of these that I am ignorant of? It seems like it's just those 2. I wish I could get like a better look at it when it's like that. I feel like I'm just like missing like a knob or a dial or something. Given that it seems to be that I just keep on finding like a weird random little one here and there. Like when that's doing that, is there anything else? Madness is setting in? No, it's not so much madness. It's like puzzle games are a weird thing for me because I often overthink like everything or think that I'm missing something. And so I just don't notice like an extremely obvious detail that would be completely normal to somebody else. Like, do I need to turn anything off? Would that help somehow? But like, how would that help? Because I feel like this is like a you gotta get everything turned on. Like, we've got 2 lights on for this. And, like, what do we want this thing on for? I guess that's the other question. Like, this opens up our door, sure. But, like, what is this thing for? I don't, whatever, man. Whatever. We're proceeding through the house. we are leaving. I've spent enough time here. Chapel, you can take my money at this point, man. It's completely fine. Gem. Yeah, just pop it open. The pool. I feel like I almost have to take pool just because we've never seen it before. Really? 2 keys right back to back like that? Huh. Well, I'll take the key. Can't really do too much here. I'm betting you can drain the pool. I don't know how he would do that. Rumpus room. Well, we have $1 million money and nothing to do with that money. And we can't get in because it's sealed off. And we are on 1 step, so the second we leave this room, we will die. Oh, well, I guess that's what we do with our money. We spend it on a creepy mannequin telling us our fortune.
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara. And I suspect you wish me to look into your future. The image is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand. He is looking for something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing, but the flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
Sure, man. That was ominous. Disconcerting. Foreboding. And I guess that's where we turn in for the day. Mid-sized villa. Guy, we got to like near the end. What are you talking about? 23 rooms, I guess. Fair enough. And for now, I think that's going to be a save and quit, honestly. Not sure if I'll come back to that game, but interesting to try it. I think that's going to be the end of the stream as well. Blue adieu. Very true.